Hey boys, today I'm making a video about Season 5 Reloaded and my thoughts on it. It's mixed feelings. I actually love it for some reasons and I actually don't. First up, let's talk about Warzone since that's the only thing people play. Right, the live event that happened a few days ago, depending on when I upload this, it was actually a lot of fun. I loved the live event. The live event was a load of fun, to be fair. It was a really cool treasure hunt, where you just look for, coordinates, stuff like that. I streamed it all, and to be honest, I had a lot of fun with it. It was quite fun. People say it was tedious, but no, I didn't find it tedious. I actually thought it was really interesting, and how they cut off some of your view to show off Cold War, let's just say recordings. Recordings. And I found it really fun. The ending was really satisfying. The Cold War trailer was amazing. I don't actually find woods to be a problem anymore, and I'm gonna make myself clear why. Basically, the reason I thought Woods was gonna be a problem was because I thought they'd actually make him an operator that would play into the world of Modern Warfare, like someone who actually matters. But no, he's just basically a cosmetic operator made to just, if you buy the pre-ordered Black Ops Cold War, you get the operator, and I'm pretty fine with that, because it won't replace actual people with stories, and it won't just take their place just for a bit of marketing material for COD Cold War, which I think what they're doing with the pre-orders is really cool, and they've really sold me with what they did with Warzone. The marketing material that they made through Warzone and that whole live event was amazing. It was one of the smartest things they could have pulled off, and it works really well. I found it to be a really fun thing, as I said, and the trailer, in my opinion, was amazing. But I'll have a video about Cold War another time. Even after the live event ended, I still wanted to play Warzone, right? But the problem was, you couldn't play Warzone. For that whole 1 hour or so when the live event was a thing, you could only play the live event. Yep, I did get a bit of Warzone in before the live event. I went on Plunder, and I thought the live event would just be something that would happen at the end of the match, but no, it didn't. But when the playlist updated and the Know Your History thing was there, I of course did it. But then I kind of wanted to play some more Warzone. So was I able to play Warzone? No, absolutely not. It was just there. That was the only thing I could do. I wanted to play some more Plunder, but no, I couldn't. And while I was not desperate, I can definitely think of how the free-to-play players felt. I mean, for a whole hour, if this is the only game they had going on, for a whole hour they would have just been stuck with nothing to play. And that's sad. While I have multiplayer Spec Ops and campaign, they don't. They just have Warzone. And while the live event was an absolute spectacle and it was fun to watch, it was just awesome all around, I can't think it wouldn't get boring after the first 2 tries. I tried it once and then I thought to myself, hey, maybe I'll try it with a Russian operator, but then I gave up. Because as much of a spectacle as it is, you can't do the same thing over and over again. Because after all, you just get coordinates, do this, do that. And you can say, yeah, well, Warzone is doing the same thing over and over again. It's just surviving. Well, to that I have a counter. In Warzone, you get into cooler engagements. And the thing, it wasn't really about engagements. You just had to kill 3 people and then you had to go use some coordinates. Which I guess works. It's pretty cool, but yeah, I wouldn't find myself playing that for a whole hour. And then, the other Warzone changes were that they took Mini Royale out. I'm really pissed by this, since I really don't like normal Warzone. Okay, that's an exaggeration. I like normal Warzone. I think the normal Battle Royale is fine, but I don't enjoy it as much, because I don't like that it's so big. I love it because it's big, but when it's too big, it's just, nah. It takes too long for the circles to close in. The combat is way more sparse, since some people camp and some people set up in another circle. And it's just, in my opinion, it's a bit too slow. I know some people like it, but it might just be me. I don't like how slow it is, and how you have to really set up, and you can't really move around the map. If you found a good position you could stay in, like let's say you captured a building and you realize, hey, the next circle is gonna be here, you won't leave, right? Because that building is always gonna be a good spot to just hold it down, right? So Mini Royale has the solution of having a smaller player base. Well, not a smaller player base, but a smaller player amount, and making the circles kind of be like the circles you get dropped into are like the final circles. So I really love Mini Royale. I've talked about how much I love this mode, but now it's gone, and it definitely had its place, because I know there will be some free-to-play players that don't really enjoy the big Battle Royale. That's why people play Plunder. Plunder is way more casual, and you can just do whatever on Plunder, and you can move around, and you don't have to have a good position. Plunder isn't really about winning, it's about doing cool stuff. So Mini Royale, to people that just play Plunder because it's more casual, would be way better, since it works way quicker. You actually have something to fight for, and I got my wins on Mini Royale because Mini Royale is just a fun thing to play. You don't wait and then you get sniped from across the hill. Yeah, stuff like that with campers can also happen in Mini Royale. I'm not saying Mini Royale is exempt from campers, but everything is way faster, even the circle. You don't have to save up all your money for a loadout drop, then realize your team died, so you have to buy them back. And then when you buy them back, you all get slaughtered, so they buy you back, and you don't have enough for a loadout, and then you just all get killed. Mini Royale is way quicker, and the loadout drops kind of drop there for you. You just have to be quick to get them, and then everything just goes way smoother. It's fun. But they took it out, and I'm kind of pissed about it, but I can see why they do it. They needed to refresh that playlist, and I understand. The last thing they added to Battle Royale was a game mode called Kingslayer. I've played this. I don't know how to feel about it. It's pretty fun, to be fair. But I don't see myself really playing it a lot. But on the scale of fun, yeah, it's actually kind of fun. It's really fun. Basically, you get spawned in the smallest circle ever, and the circle keeps moving around the map, and basically your team has to get the most kills. So you always respawn. It's basically like Plunder, but imagine you're in the final circle, and the final circle keeps shifting, and instead of getting money, you just have to get the most kills out of everyone. It's basically like a team deathmatch with a lot of teams. It's actually really fun. I've gotten a win on it, like second match, and I love it. It's kind of a good warm-up, to be fair. I don't see this as being a main game mode that people play, but I don't really think it should be just a warm-up, because it's kind of fun, and you can have some really cool games on it, but two people are crammed into too little of a place, so I don't know how to feel about it. If you want high action fun on the Warzone map, you just love the Warzone map and how it works, and just you don't really care about the multiplayer, yeah, I can recommend this. This is actually a really fun game mode, and I see myself playing it, but not too much. Next thing I have to address is the cosmetic changes. Now, I said I'm fine with Woods as a cosmetic change because, well, he is a new operator. He's more of a cosmetic operator than an operator that has anything to do with the story. But the cosmetic changes they've made for Season 5 honestly make me cringe. The Battle Pass cosmetic changes are just the weirdest things possible, and I understand why, since it's the last season or the second to last season and they're going all mad, you know? They want to have funky, cool skins. I understand that, but some of them are just too much. I've seen some skins in the Battle Pass that actually make me cringe. Like the Jaeger skin at tier 50. It is weird. It's clapped. And the one thing that makes me cringe the most about this Battle Pass is that, like tier 90, you get an Iskra skin, which is pretty weird on its own. It's got like some white clothing and then some like yoga pants and some like trainers. It's really weird. It doesn't look military at all. But then if you keep doing challenges for her, this really pisses me off. She starts wearing a pink shirt with cats and yoga pants with cats while using trainers. I don't care. It's pink yoga pants with cats. This is going too far. I don't understand. It's actually, the skin is honestly clapped. It looks like what a little girl would think it looks like fashion. Honestly, it's horrible. The skin is horrible. And don't make me go in the mood about Jaeger, because Jaeger sucks as well. At least they got the milsims right, but I still have some wishes for the milsims, because, they haven't fully developed them. But at least this season they got the milsim right. And then Lurch. Lurch is fine, but Rose, I know some people like the new Rose skin, and to an extent I do as well, but it looks kind of too emo. For real, it looks kind of, I don't know, just, it's weird. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. It's really weird, and it really is not good compared to her original skin. And then, this is the one thing that pissed me off about this whole Reloaded season. They're adding a new operator, which is an Italian cowboy. Now, you didn't hear me wrong. It's not an operator that doesn't have any story and it's just a cosmetic change. No, they're adding an actual Italian operator with like a full description of his life, like, how Captain Price and all the other operators have. I don't understand. Who the hell at Infinity Ward thought this was a good idea? I honestly believe this is one of the dumbest decisions that Infinity Ward have made. It looks really dumb. The whole operator looks dumb. He's skinnier than Ninja, and I don't get why we need an Italian cowboy. Honestly, if you made a cowboy skin for D-Day, it would have been fine, since it's just a cosmetic change and it's a character we already have, right? But no, they're making this a new operator. And that baffles me, man. The thing looks disgusting. And let's not forget, it's in Warcom. Yeah, that unit that's meant to fight terrorists, like with some of the best soldiers, some of the handpicked best soldiers, like Wyatt, Alex, Mara, Golem, stuff like that. They've added him to Warcom, and it baffles me. The cosmetic changes they've done this season are really weird, and some of the skins that they've added, you need to do challenges to make them not weird. There's some skins that actually look super cool, but the only way to make them look cool is to do challenges. Like, I've barely seen people using the pink otter, because it looks disgusting. But the otter that has a black mask on, and he has an all black skin from that pink outfit, after you do challenges to gain that all black skin, I've seen people using it. So yeah, cosmetic changes, I can see why they're doing them, but they're not really. I don't really care. Multiplayer wise, they added 2v2 Stadium, which I love. The new gunfight map is absolutely amazing. I've played a match where instead of shooting people, we just played football. It was honestly really fun. I don't really think it's a bad map. It's actually pretty fun. I've been placed in a lot of potato lobbies in that match. In the 2v2 matches, but hey, it's actually a good map, and the whole shooting the ball at the goal, it's fun, it's funny, it's a good change. I like it. Anything else? Yeah, they've added back shipment and shoot house. Hooray! But I feel like all the sweats are on them right now. Then there's Ground War Reinforce, and I don't really let this on, but I'm a massive fan of on Reinforce, not Ground War. Ground War sucks. It doesn't. But Reinforce, I'm a massive fan of. It's one of my favorite Call of Duty game modes. MVG Reinforce is one of my favorite game modes. It's really fun. I dropped like 2 VTOLs in one match. Very fun. But Ground War Reinforce, I like it, to be fair. It's not bad. It's still as fun as the other Reinforce, but it's a bit chaotic. And it's more down to luck than anything. You have to go into Ground War Reinforce with the same mindset that you go into Fall Guys. You're not always gonna win, but you're there to have a fun time, and if luck is on your side, you can win. I'm not saying the game mode isn't fun. It's probably even more fun considering it's Ground War and it has more players and vehicles. But you have to be prepared to say, hey, this I might not win, but I might win. And on a fun factor, yeah, it's fun, but don't expect to get some massive wins there. But it is fun, and I've won most of my games on it. They've not added much more, except for the Games of Summer thing, which, depending on when I upload this, it's either today or tomorrow. I don't care. I'm gonna try it, of course. I won't really not try it. I mean, it's a new thing to COD, so might as well. But why are they doing it on trials? Why? Nobody cares about trials. Nobody is ever really talked about trials or anything. Trials are just something that's there. I don't dislike trials. I know why they're doing trials, because they can't really do something else, but why couldn't we have the gunfight tournament instead of this? I'm telling you, all the people that they think are gonna try this, half of them aren't gonna do it, because trials, nobody really hates them, but they're just, no one cares, to be fair. I have not seen one person talk about trials or how they did something on the trial mode. I have tried the trial mode, but it's nothing compared to, normal multiplayer, let's say, or even, do you know what? No, it's not even compared. You can't even compare it to, like, the Spec Ops missions where you were in that shooting range in, like, Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2 and 3. You can't even compare them to that. Nobody cares about trials, and that's the problem, because they're not bad and they're not fun, but I don't think they're gonna pull many people with this, honestly. And if they do, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna play it anyway, but if I could have, like, if I really thought about it, well, I don't really care. I'm just playing it to try it, really. I'm not here because I care. I'm here because I want to see if it's good or not. And then the new LMG, the Finn LMG. Really easy challenge to get it, which I like. Getting the Bruin was an absolute sweat. So, the Finn LMG's challenge being easy is fine. But the Finn LMG, and this might be personal preference, but before you put attachments on the thing, it sucks. For real, I can't use it. It sucks. Without attachments, when I tried to get it leveled up to have attachments, it really sucked. But hey, I'm pretty sure it's a good gun when you get the attachments. I mean, you can make it a chainsaw from the older COD games, so yeah, that sounds fun. Basically, if I'd rate Season 5 out of 10, I would rate it 6.8 out of 10. Because the whole live event thing was really cool. Frank Woods doesn't actually annoy me. The new gun, actually, even though it's hard to use, it's gonna be pretty cool when you unlock all the attachments. And yeah, that's kind of it. They added a good Warzone mode, but to be fair, it's just above mediocre, everything they've done. But the things that are above and beyond, like the live event and, you know, the Fin LMG, even though you have to level it up, they really raised my they really raised my rating higher. But yeah, that's gonna do it.